Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Married to Sports podcast. This episode has been brought to you in part by Heaven Sent Hellbent Gear. Get your hshbgear.com 15% off in your promo code MARRIED. W Energy, DUBBY Energy.com. Enter promo code MARRIED and get your 10% off. Comes with a really cool shaker. And then Liquid Nitro Energy Drink. And then Styles Apparel, where we keep you in style. Good morning, guys. How you doing this
Good,
morning, Rodney?
good morning. I'm doing well, and
Good
you?
morning. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Was up pretty late last night watching the football games.
Yeah.
Roll Tide. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Um, no, but
Hey, there were some
did
good
watch
games.
Alabama beat Georgia. I really thought Alabama was going to give it away last night. What, Rodney? You're our college guy, and so I'm going to refer this question to you. What was the biggest upset this weekend?
There really wasn't. I mean, the biggest upset has to be Florida State losing to Virginia. I mean, Florida State was like eighth in the country. Virginia was unranked, and to me, that was really the biggest upset of the weekend.
Florida State was a um, that one messed me up this weekend for real. And it seemed like there was a whole bunch of teams that followed suit with Florida State this weekend. It seemed like every time I was turning around, a team was winning that shouldn't be winning.
But
Did,
But to your point, Brandon, I agree with you. We had a lot of ranked matchups this weekend too, so that's why it was hard to answer that question. Like Ole Miss and LSU were ranked. Indiana, well, Iowa wasn't ranked, but I'm trying to think of Penn State, Oregon, and Georgia, Alabama. So ultimately, while it would sum up, probably could have been considered upsets just for that simple fact. That's why I said the Virginia, Florida State.
That was definitely, the upset. But, sitting here,
I was 6 points off
Alabama over,
for calling the Oregon.
huh?
I was 6 points off calling the Penn State Oregon game. Said how many total points will be
Um,
scored? I said 60, and it was 54.
hey, Brandon,
What?
I was 1 point off. I put
Did
55.
you really?
Yeah, that's serious. But, that Florida State game was an upset. But, I thought you could look at Alabama beating Georgia as a big upset, but I thought after seeing what I saw last night after the game, Kirby Smart is 63-3 against every other ranked team, and he has a losing record against Alabama.
I seen that yesterday before the game. They showed that stat.
That's an
I was
interesting.
like, so I'm like, okay, yeah, that's an upset, but then again, it's sometimes teams just have your number, and Alabama has Kirby Smart's number. I mean, we've seen it in Michigan and Ohio State games where one of the coaches, Harbaugh always had Ohio State's number
Yeah,
when he was there. And another one is James Franklin.
Yeah.
James Franklin cannot beat a top 10 team.
He was
and you
another
know
one.
what?
He was
Yeah,
another one that reached the Reaper. That Coach Reaper got. Um, he was another one that entered the graveyard.
and you know what? Last season, season they made it to the semifinals. I thought they were going to go to the championship game before they lost to Notre Dame. The way they lost was heart wrenching. I said they had to take the next step and win some of these ranked games coming into the season, and ultimately, he let a big one go last night. I mean,
Yeah.
they fought hard back. It was a defensive game for the most part. Oregon started taking the commanding lead. I think it was 17-3 at one point, and then they fought back.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I thought they were going to pull out, but Oregon made just one more play. That's what Brandon always says: play to the next play.
That's it.
One of my favorite games yesterday that I enjoyed, and it was Ole Miss upsetting LSU.
I had that one.
And one of the reasons is I always talk about let your play decide on the field, not in the media. But yet LSU's brilliant coach Brian Kelly decides to come out in the beginning of the week and call Ole Miss's quarterback small. You're having hard enough time staying relevant at LSU, and you want to come out and put bulletin material against one of the better play callers in college football, Lane Kiffin, and it did exactly what it should have done. It backfired against him.
I'm going to be 100% honest, and this is going to sound like a homer take, and y'all can say what you want. But I've seen the film. I feel a whole lot better about Texas this year. I feel a whole lot better about Texas. Did you see Alabama and Georgia play defense? No, you didn't. Nobody did.
No.
Nobody saw it. Did you see LSU and Ole Miss play defense? No, you did. No, you did. You saw two quarterbacks make really bad plays. It wasn't like the defense was lights out. I am not nervous about my Longhorns at all entering the rest of the season. John Mateer shouldn't be there for Oklahoma. We should roll over Florida. We should roll over Oklahoma, and then we shouldn't have anybody until Georgia. And I am not impressed with Georgia. Hook 'em horns.
You know what?
Well, you know what, Brandon? I'm going to tell you something I'm looking at right now. They're the one team that I think would give Texas a hard time with their defense. Texas doesn't play this year, and that's Texas A&M. Texas A&M's defense is tough. I'm not saying they would beat them. I'm not saying that at all. But and I'm not convinced on Texas A&M's offense at all.
Texas A&M is a thorn in the Longhorn side. It is a true rivalry game.
Yeah.
A lot like the OU game. And when we play them, when we play Texas Tech, Texas A&M, or OU, no matter how good we are, that game feels like it can go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being a rivalry game. No, I'm with you on the A&M. I think that would be for us. That would be our Achilles heel, and that would be like our trap game.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, that out of all of them, and I just looked it up, they don't play them this year, so that's a good thing.
No, we don't.
Because,
if I'm not,
I know they just played Auburn. Don't get me wrong against that. I know they played Auburn, and nobody's that high on Auburn besides Rod's wife. But I don't know, that defense, and then if you put them in at Kyle Field, that rivals like a Death Valley to me.
We play A&M the very last game, November 28th.
Oh, do you? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
My bad.
You know what?
And then we play Oklahoma. Then we play Kentucky, Mississippi State. I'm not going to lie to you. Vandy's looking pretty nice. I really like Vandy. I think Vandy's going to be tough. I think Georgia's going to be tough in November. We're going to Athens. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk. But the only teams on my remaining schedule that I really have OU, Vandy, and Georgia, Texas A&M.
Going back to something here real quick. That Georgia-Tennessee game, I think it was last couple weeks ago, we saw Georgia's defense get exposed because Tennessee was playing up-tempo offense. So, Brandon, I watched more of the Penn State-Oregon game, and I know you watched more Georgia-Alabama. How did that secondary look for Georgia to you?
They both gave up 200 yards in the second half alone. I didn't see a defense. Yeah. I didn't see anybody stopping anybody. I saw smash mouth football with no defense. So
Yeah, there was.
it was really ridiculous. And even the Oregon game, the Oregon Penn State game, dude, I was so disappointed in Oregon. How do you give up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter? How do you give up a 2 touchdown lead? I mean, I know how you do it, but as a coach, how do you allow that to happen?
Ask Illinois.
You know what? And you're the resident coach here, Brandon, right now. That prevent defense, when is an effective time to use
It's never
prevent?
effective. It's never effective. I don't understand why coaches do it. They always do it in the fourth quarter. They're like, all right, we just got to get a stop. Let's play prevent defense. No, play fucking defense. What are you doing?
You know, when you change up what's been good for, that's again reinventing the wheel. When you let up on defense, you're pretty much telling you start giving an offense momentum that hasn't had momentum all game long. You go into a prevent defense and you start letting them get the momentum. Guess what? It's not as easy to stop that momentum once it starts. Keep doing what was getting you there.
2nd and 4. Ball was in the hands of Penn State. Oregon is up, and you've got to get a stop. You got to get a stop. And on 2nd and 4, you have a 12-yard separation between you and the next receiver. No. He stops and turns. You got to get out of that break. They're going to make moves, so you can't just immediately jump into that break. But you seen that he's down and the quarterback's turning that way, make a break on that ball. You've got to get out of that back pedal. You've got to get downhill. You got to go. But 2nd and 4, and this is 4-down territory, I'm not giving them the 4 yards. You're going to have to earn every freaking inch off of me. That was crazy to sit there and give them that much space.
And we see that in everything, in college, pro, high school. You know, you got 2nd or 3rd and short, and you got these defensive backs playing 5 yards back. It's like, make them work. You're giving these receivers, number one, you're letting them get off the line with no pressure. And then number 2, you're already at a disadvantage because you don't know which way a receiver's going. I mean, they're making it easy for the receivers.
Yeah, I mean, they were getting clean releases off the ball, getting where they needed to get. I'll tell you this right now. The refs actually cost Penn State that game. And I'll tell you how. I'll tell you what the play was. And we saw it. That kid almost got unalived yesterday. That was literally all 3 phases of targeting. There was not a question on whether or not that play should have been targeting. But yet when they have a kid puts his helmet in another kid's chest, that's targeting. Let's be real on what targeting really is, right? Helmet to helmet contact, you have to launch, right? And you have to follow through. That kid not only launched, not only had the helmet, but also followed through, and the kid got hit on the lower. Dude, that hit was gross. They kept showing it, and I kept having to turn my head. That hit was so gross.
Even being a Penn State fan, we were on a live together, and I said that was definitely the definition of targeting.
Yeah, all 3 phases of it. They missed that call, and then you watched what happened. The very next play, 25-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion, no big deal.
You know what, Brandon?
It was a big deal. He picked it. He picked the 2-point.
Now, on the opposite side of that, Illinois USC yesterday.
Oh.
Okay. No, just the one play. I was very proud. I was waiting and looking, and thank goodness they didn't throw it. It was, USC's cornerback came on a corner blitz. Nobody picked him up. Altmaier didn't see him.
That. You got drilled.
He clobbered him. He clobbered the quarterback, and they did not call roughing the passer. And that's right. They shouldn't have.
No, it was a legit hit.
But, that was one of those plays that you're just sitting there looking for the flag just because they called on everything else, on roughing the passer or targeting. But it was a clean hit. I mean, he depleted the quarterback, and I was impressed with the refs keeping the flags in their pocket.
Altmaier got smoked yesterday off that corner blitz, and
Yeah.
it was crazy because his lineman, nobody protected him. Here's what irritates me with that play: if that defender tries to actually be a player instead of just trying to get a big hit, that ball should have been a turnover.
Yep.
Get your head out of your freaking butt and play football. I'm glad you got a sack,
That is true.
but you could have done more. Too bad you're a pansy.
He went for the hit stick.
Yep.
And
I mean, because Allmeyer did not see him coming
At all
whatsoever.
whatsoever.
He could have easily just swiped that hand down and hit that ball, and it's gone.
Over with. Gave him a
And-
big hit,
Yeah.
let him hit the ground, and pick that ball up and ran it all the way. But no,
Yeah,
to be too big of a pansy and get a big hit.
yeah.
You freaking
But I'm telling you, that just I couldn't get over. I was, like I said, I was impressed with the refs though. They kept the flag in the pocket because, we see it especially in the pros. If a quarterback gets hit like that from a blindside hit, they're looking for a reason to throw the flag.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't a blindside. That was straight he was opened up that way. He was just looking the opposite direction.
Opposite way, yeah.
He was looking towards the left hand side of the field, and that dude came from the right, and he crushed him. In fact, actually, as much as I hate stinking Lincoln, they did everything they could to give him that game.
Oh yeah, they
and
did.
then it just happened to Illinois just said, "Hey, we're gonna go kick this field goal," and luckily they came through. But I thought they were gonna give that game away. I was so mad at that coaching
Well,
on that side of the ball.
and
yeah, that was the saying that that's after giving up the many points that they did last week,
He's out of bounds.
and then turn around and again. Yeah, that's what I think too. I was right there with you, Brandon.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. I was watching out the corner of my eye
Minnesota-
too.
Watching the Minnesota Vikings or Minnesota and Steelers, but that looked like he only had 1 foot down.
That's what I thought. Oh, nope, they called it a touchdown.
No,
he
Goes
had
on.
both feet in.
huh?
He had both feet in.
No, he didn't. His foot's on the line.
Wow.
He ain't down. That's incomplete. 2 feet down in pros,
Wow.
Bird. It is a
I know it's 2 feet. Go back. The rest were looking at the toes. The toes were turned around.
You know what it is, Brandon? His right foot, the heel. Watch his right heel. It's up. It was up.
Boy, I didn't see any yellow there. It looked like white. It looked like 1 foot down in white.
That's what I said. He was 2 feet. 2 feet. You're
man.
right. He had both feet in. That's what I was saying.
Well, he had both all 10 toes in.
And that's what they were looking at because of how he was turned.
So
All right,
sitting there on our games yesterday, all these college games and stuff. I know we've been talking college and everything, but we also got to go. There's two things that we need to talk about. One is today's the last day of the Major League Baseball season,
Yeah, they
and
lost. They got eliminated.
but today there's still one game that means something. That's the Mets play and the Cincinnati Reds play. Winner goes to the playoffs, loser goes home. And then the other thing we need to talk about is the WNBA final or conference finals games. Because Minnesota, I think the WNBA is trying to make sure that they don't make it to the finals.
I don't know about that. The Mercury are really playing their hearts out.
They are.
Didn't think they was going to upset. Well, I mean, it technically wasn't an upset. I didn't think they was going to get past New York. I thought New York was better. They got past New York. Now they are actually making this series a series against the Lynx. I couldn't be more impressed with the Mercury. The Lynx are just too much. They are too much. I know Collier's out. I know the coach is out because she got suspended. it would not surprise me if the Mercury upset the Lynx. It just wouldn't. But I don't think it should happen.
Now, if the Mercury
I just don't.
upset the Lynx in this series and the Aces went out, how does that playoff, how does that championship series look to you?
Oh, I want the Mercury. I want the Mercury before I want the Lynx, being honest. That's not something I normally say because normally I want the best. But the Lynx versus the Aces is going to be a lot more difficult than the Aces versus the Mercury.
And today is today is, for the Aces and for the Mercury, it's win and they advance.
Yeah.
The Fever and the Lynx, if they lose, they're out. And I mean, the only thing is Phoenix is at home too. That's and with Collier out and their coach, the Lynx coach out.
It's gonna be an uphill
wow.
battle.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Are you more worried about Collier being out or the coach?
Collier, because she is she is number 2 player in the WNBA this year. Some people even had her number 1, but she is the number 2 player in the WNBA this year. She has been the leader of the Lynx. She means as much as the Lynx to the Lynx as A'ja Wilson means to the Aces. So
I don't know.
I mean,
I think Collier might be a little more because the Aces are more well rounded.
yeah,
I think Collier
might be more.
might be a bigger.
So that's huge.
Because at least when A'ja doesn't get it going, we've got Jackie Young pick it up. We've got Smith starts with the N. Anyway, we have depth. And not saying that the Lynx don't have depth. I do think the Lynx have depth, but I think Collier being out I think she's the fire starter.
Yeah. She's averaging almost 23 points a game.
Where we can get a spark.
You lose 23 points a game.
We've got about 3 or 4 players that we can get a spark from.
Yeah.
Especially with Jackie Young. She's good. I told y'all, I know you were too busy watching Pee Wee football, even though we were supposed to be watching the WNBA. Yeah.
I love it.
You get in the way of my Aces again, we're going to have problems.
Here's the thing with them, though. You've got A'ja Wilson scoring almost 24 a game, but Jackie Young's almost scoring 20 a game. That's a nice, good 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
That's an incredible 1-2 punch. Both scoring over 20 points a game. That tells.
Between just those 2 players for the Aces, that is, you've got them both scoring almost 20 points, over 20 points a game. You've got, between them, you've got 14 rebounds a game and 6 assists a game, as a 2-headed monster there. So,
yeah.
Which in the Lynx, I mean, Collier is, I think her stat-wise, she's far and above. Well, McBride does score 17 a game. But, they've got 3 players in double figures.
So it's no one really to double to take away the effectiveness is what you're saying, Corey.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's going to be as scared. I mean, if I was guarding, playing defense, I'd be more scared if I took A'ja Wilson out that Jackie Young or who's the other one on there that's going to light me up. Where for Minnesota, I'm not too worried about their
Smith
other
will light you up.
players.
A'ja Wilson will light you up. Jackie Young will light you up. That shooting guard we have will light you up.
Well, one person that's only been scoring about 7 points a game is Lloyd, and she can light it up. I've seen that. I've seen Jewel Lloyd light it up.
Lloyd can light it up.
So I mean, yeah, that's hurting the Lynx stuff bad tonight. If the Lynx lose, that reason that their coach is even suspended is because the coach went off because of Collier getting hurt. She didn't think there was going to be the right calls getting called, and her star player gets injured. So, I mean, that's a double whammy, but Collier being out.
during.
Hey, the Aces play at 2 o'clock. It's okay. At least it ain't on tonight.
If the
I can
Aces would
handle.
have been during my Cowboys game, I would have handwritten a letter to the WNBA, and it would not have
Yeah, no, no, no. No, I looked at that earlier. I was like, okay. I'm like, so I'll have one on. I'll have football game on one, and I'll have the WNBA game on another, and I'll be watching for the scores of the Cincinnati and Mets games.
Getting into that Cincinnati and Mets game, Corey, who do both teams play to wrap up this season?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the one that has the hardest time is going to be Cincinnati, and the reason I say that, I mean, both games obviously, the Mets have the Marlins, but that's not even the point. That it's the Reds at the Brewers, and even if the Brewers try to rest players today, the Reds are going against Freddie Peralta, who could be one of the Cy Young contenders in the National League. So Cincinnati's got an uphill battle, but they've had a 5-6 game road win streak going on. Cincinnati got hot on the road at the right time, so
So if they both win out today,
they play
they
tomorrow.
would play tomorrow. So that would be a one game winner take all situation.
Yep.
That would be great for Major League postseason.
All right, so I
Yeah,
get
and then
the Cubs to play the Red Sox.
Is that what you're going with now?
Yeah, I need to play the Red Sox.
You know,
Are we even? Is the Red Sox even still in it?
yes, the Red Sox made it.
I wouldn't hate that matchup. That would be actually an intriguing matchup. Two of the oldest teams in the league.
Yeah, because the Cubs, the only thing that needs to be worked out in the AL is the seedings. The only seed that's really there is Seattle's number one. The rest of the seedings will be determined after today. So, but Boston, the Yankees got the first wild card, Boston got the second, and Detroit got the third. So
that means Toronto would be second based on that.
yes, Toronto would be the second team. And then I think, hold on here. Yeah, because Seattle's one, then Toronto, and then Cleveland's number 3. So, or Detroit, Cleveland or Detroit, because they're tied going into today's game. So the winner of that one wins the division. If they both win, I think it has to go by whatever their calculations are to see who wins the. I think it's against the teams in their their records. So
DK's having a day against Minnesota.
yes, he is. He is going off today.
And a touchdown. Oh my goodness, almost. Should have been.
Aaron Rodgers is having a good game too.
You know, I have been high on Aaron Rodgers all year. All year. And we have a good buddy that I'm telling you right now, I called 11-6. 11-6 is what I have the Steelers at. And it's simply just the quarterback play. The Steelers have a really easy schedule. I mean, look at he's played Carson.
Here's the thing. Here's the perfect thing about with it. You don't need Aaron Rodgers to be a superhero, right? And he's not being one today. He's 18 of 22, 200 yards for 9.1 average with 1 touchdown. But Kenneth Gainwell, who got the start because Warren is hurt, has 16 carries for 90 yards.
And you know what? Gainwell, didn't he come from Philadelphia, if I remember right?
Yes, he did.
4th and goal, and Aaron Rodgers just told them to stay. Oh, now he's yelling at Tomlin.
You know, that's the thing is.
I
mean, he's not having a bad year, and like Brandon said, you know, good chance that they end up being that record.
4-time MVP. He just woke up and forgot how to throw the ball. Like he just woke up, hit his head, and said, "Hey, I think I forgot how to throw the ball. I don't know how to do this no more."
That was a smart play, though. They ran the ball to, get the time to run. They didn't make the touchdown, but now Minnesota's got to go 98 yards.
You're ahead of me. Stop it.
Oh, semi? How is that possible? It's usually you
I'm on
ahead
an
of
app.
me.
I'm not on the intimidators.
Oh, that's why. Usually you're telling me.
I don't know if you know this, but you can't watch NFL Network on rabbit ears.
No, you can't.
No.
But
So
Damn.
I figured you'd watch it on the NFL. Is it on the NFL app?
It's on the NFL Network. Yeah, I'm watching it.
so
Well, that's what I'm watching on too. Is the NFL
I
Network.
have the app. I don't have the actual streaming service.
So, but
My Fox
anyway.
Fox Sports app is over with, so I'm gonna assume my ESPN app is gonna be over with here before too long.
There's something for us guys. Okay, we're all, we all love our sports and stuff. And we all remember the days of watching, the Braves, the Cubs, the White Sox, whoever, the Cardinals, watching games on our rabbit ears and all that stuff. They're making it now with all the TV contracts and stuff so hard to watch games because who the heck everybody got rid of cable because it was so expensive and went streaming. Now streaming's so expensive.
Yeah, now streaming's worse than cable was.
exactly. And Corey, to that point, I grew up in rural South Carolina, and only TV we could get back then was satellite dish. So
Yeah.
Those big old Mars-like satellites.
Yep.
We had one in the backyard for years upon years. So Dish and Direct came out, and ultimately the beauty of that was any game I wanted to watch, I could watch it. Period. I mean,
Yeah.
like even Seattle Mariners games or this a random way team. And you know what else I love? I love the fact that the local channels like Atlanta, like Raleigh, like because you'd get all the different games out of network. Now you gotta be in a certain area to get that, or you're restricted.
Do I get one baseball game a week?
Yeah.
And
that's the Fox game.
It comes on during football. So that's not happening.
Oh yeah. Well, the other thing is Brandon would probably know this because he's in Oklahoma. My grandma's house, right next to right up against my grandma's house, she had this huge in-ground antenna that went up about 10 feet higher than the her house.
Right.
This right here, it used to be the remote control.
Yeah.
Turning the dial. And I mean, yeah, you didn't get the stations you did now, but you got to see more sports then. Because, now we've got this horrible stuff going on. I mean, Hulu, $90 a month.
YouTube TV,
$90 a month.
A month, yeah.
Then they want you to pay for the NFL Sunday ticket.
I mean,
everything else on top of that. I'm to the point now. Y'all can kiss my butt.
Yeah.
I paid for enough shit in my life.
I mean, how much is the NFL ticket this year?
I don't know, but they just stopped him.
At least $400.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have it included with my phone bill. That's supposed to be one of my perks.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They know how to skim that stuff, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm paying this much, So it just drives you nuts.
Oh, good stop.
I miss being able to just watch my football or my baseball or my basketball without having to. They wonder why people are pirating. Other places to get games. Who wants to pay that much money to watch games anymore.
No, it's ridiculous.
It costs as much to watch a game on TV as it does to go to a game anymore.
I'll never go see the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. I'm a big time Cowboy fan. I will never see it. Not on the inside.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones can kiss my butt on both cheeks. You're going to sit here and you're going to get rid of my players. You're going to get rid of my defense. You're going to hire Matt Eberflus, and you want me to pay how much to go sit in your stadium? Have you lost your freaking mind? Do me a favor.
Exactly.
Go get me a winning team.
Well, and here's another thing, Brandon. Just to go to see a regular season game is what you almost pay to go to the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah. Like I want to go watch Caleb Williams have an all-pro day against my freaking Cowboys. Come on, get real.
Yeah, it's gotten horrendous. I mean,
damn, that should have been picked.
All right, this game's Pittsburgh 24, Minnesota 20. I know they're going to go for the extra point here to put it within
Why
3.
are you ahead of me? And why are you telling me what's going on?
So,
well,
they literally just had a third down stop on 3rd and 1.
I'm not going to say exactly what's happened and stuff, but I'm still dumbfounded here.
4th and goal.
Am I wrong? They had 1st and goal, right? Yeah. To start this drive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holding.
Who
was that?
Why do we have to pass the ball?
Is that Jalen Naylor?
Every time.
Oh, I put Jalen Naylor in.
But why do we have to pass the ball every time?
What do you mean?
I mean, seriously, it's getting ridiculous to me. You need to start. It's football 101.
But you know what, Corey? To answer your question, if they're stopping the run like they did, you gotta pass the ball. I mean,
okay, that's fine. You can pass the ball, but I mean, all 3 straight pass plays. You're telling me you can't run the ball 3 yards? 3 yards.
I don't know. Well, here's what I know. It is 24-21, and they were lighting up the score, and now they've let them come all the way back in this. What is going on?
Yeah, their defense. You know what? Look, they went 98 yards on that last drive.
I'll be right back.
98 yards.
Does that say 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter?
Yeah, it's 2:08 left. And Minnesota only has 1 timeout, so I guess they're going to probably do an onside. That would be my guess. And that's another thing. You have to tell the other team that you're doing an onside kick.
No, you don't. That's no longer a thing.
It's not?
No. They changed it again this year.
Oh gosh. Because I'm telling you what, that's ridiculous.
You have to be down. I mean, you have to announce it, I think, maybe. But you have to be down, but it no longer has to be in the 4th quarter.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, I'm dumbfounded on a lot of stuff.
Here's the thing. You should know where your fastest guy is. Why are you not kicking it, making it bounce where your fastest guy can go get it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's being a kicker.
I apologize.
These kickers, that's what I'm saying, though, Brandon. This year, the kickers, I honestly, I don't understand it.
What happened? We got the ball. What are we doing? What's going on? False start?
All right, so what did I miss? Anything?
The Steelers giving this game away? That's crazy. But anyway.
Let me ask y'all a question on this. Are the defenses just that bad this year, or is the coaching worse? Which is it?
What do you mean?
I mean, just what I said. I mean,
It depends on the team. That's not. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not a
every
general
team.
consensus. It's different for every team.
No, I know, but we've seen so many teams come back like late in the games like this.
It's these coaches doing like dumb things. Depend on the thing, like we said at the beginning of this, you're on defense and you're up in the fourth quarter and you decide to go to a prevent defense and you start allowing the team to get momentum. You just seen Minnesota drive 98 yards and score a touchdown. It's because these defenses they go away from what that was working. They don't want to be as aggressive because they don't want to give up the big play. But that big play might happen, might not happen. But you start getting that offense momentum, they're going to have enough plays to go down and score.
I mean, ultimately, all right, what is the purpose of prevent defense? I mean, because ultimately, it gives a big chunk of plays. It
You're
gives
supposed
the
to be
offense
preventing the touchdown.
momentum. So, what's the real purpose of it?
You're supposed to prevent a touchdown, but when you haven't played prevent defense all game long, and then all of a sudden you expect your team to be able to do it in the last 2 minutes or 5 minutes on the game, it just doesn't happen that way.
I don't understand why you're playing prevent defense. Let's go call a play. Let's go fucking play football. I don't understand the not playing football part.
That's exactly my point. I mean, what is the ultimate, for fans out there that may not get it, what is the ultimate purpose? Because it looks like you're just giving the game away every time you see it played.
The whole purpose of prevent defense is preventing the big ball. You're giving them the underneath. You're taking away all the deep stuff. The problem is when you do that, you're letting them eat up yards. Like there's no reason to give a receiver 8 yards of cushion. None.
Yeah, because the chances of them getting that big play is a lot less than the chances of them getting 8 yards every time, because they're getting 8 yards every time, and when you give them that much room.
Well, let me put it to you like this. All right, so I've got a receiver that has a 4-yard cushion. I throw it to that receiver. Now I'm banking on a corner, probably my worst tackler on the football field, to make a play immediately. And if he misses, then what? It's to the house. Unless the safety can come all the way across the field and help out and get him just before. At that point, what are you doing? You're giving it up anyway.
Yep.
So we might as well play defense. Like if we're going to give up a home run ball, we might as well play defense to do it.
Yeah, because the thing is you're putting that corner on an island by himself, just like you would if he was playing regular defense. The only difference is now you're giving that wide receiver a cushion with the ball to juke you out to get past you.
Yeah, he makes a move and your corner misses, it's over with. So I really don't. I mean, it's like that on any play though, really. But I don't like it. I don't like prevent defense. I've never been a prevent defense guy. Luckily, my coach doesn't ever call prevent defense.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've never liked it. It makes, I say it makes the players timid, because now instead of just thinking about playing football, making tackles and stuff, now that you got it in their head, hey, I can't let the big play happen. And now they're starting to think instead of just reacting. And when you start thinking in football and not reacting, that's when big mistakes happen.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers is throwing a block.
You're ahead of me now. Stop it. I'm going to be like you.
So, it's one of those things. Defenses, I mean, just like on offenses, like, they're always trying to recreate that wheel. I mean, I'm going to stay by that. That's my new thing. Let's recreate the wheel, because, we talk about it in sports talk too, because, we were talking about that last night. Look at ESPN. Or actually, go back even farther. MTV. Remember MTV when it came out? It was the videos. We all loved watching the videos and stuff. Now it's all the drama.
Reality
It's all
shows
reality TV.
that nobody really cares about.
No.
That's actually the one thing that we haven't had this football season is the drama. Like, it's not
Really,
been
you're right.
here. And normally we're talking about different things. Whether it's AJ Brown having a book on the sideline or, the only we have a ton of questions. At least I have a ton of questions about the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Outside of that, these guys just need to go out there and play some football.
And that game is today. Brandon and Corey, as coaches, what are you telling your teams going into this game? Because both of y'all are 1-2. Both of y'all have had great expectations coming into the season.
One of them's got to get right, and I like I've said before, I'm pretty sure I got the Chiefs getting right today. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to come out there, and Chris Jones on the defense is going to come out there, and they're going to gut check their teammates. And this is a team that's been to the Super Bowl plenty of times, played in big games. So I don't think that Kansas City's going to come out and. I could be wrong because I've been wrong a lot this year, but I just think the collection of that team is gonna. It's just I don't know. They just have that mentality.
4th and 1 quarterback sneak. Let's go.
And then, Baltimore. If I was Baltimore, I would just look at Derrick Henry and say you need to figure out why you're fumbling, and they need to figure out that defense because the offense can score with anybody. It's just the defense can't stop anybody.
Oh wow!
And that's usually their calling card.
Brandon, how do you fire up these teams, Ravens and Chiefs, going into today's game? Both of y'all being 1-2 with high expectations.
If I'm Patty, I'm grabbing all my teammates by the face mask. I'm smacking Travis Kelce upside the head. Boy, you going to catch one for me today, or do I just need to go get another tight end? What's up? Straight up. I ain't got a problem grabbing a teammate by the face mask. I've done it in practice. I've done it in the game. I don't give a damn. I will rip your face mask off you. Either you're going to be a part of this team, or we're going to look at it and you're going to be on the way out.
What about the Ravens with that defense? Because we saw how they got gashed against the Lions.
Oh, if I'm Patrick Queen, I'm beating up everybody. Not Patrick Queen. If I'm Roquan Smith, I'm beating up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smacking you in the face. I'm doing whatever I need to. You want to play today? Or we need to get your butt off the
bench. And the thing is you got to think of with Baltimore, they're missing their defensive tackle really bad. They're missing him.
I didn't come out here to get my butt whooped. Y'all better get your butts out here and play.
Yeah. They're missing him on being hurt and stuff. But that's why you have next man up.
Exactly. And you know what? You know me, I picked the Lions and Ravens for the Super Bowl.
It's over with!
And honestly,
I kept quiet, Brandon. I knew you were behind me, so I kept quiet.
I did too. But ultimately, the Ravens have been a bigger disappointment this year compared to the Lions. I mean...
Yeah. By the way, we just seen the real Carson Wentz. 3 interception game. So, for any Steeler fan that doesn't think their defense is still decent, today I think proved a little bit both. It is still decent, but it still can get exposed because they did a little bit both in that fourth quarter.
Exactly.
So anyways.
That's crazy.
It is a crazy game. So we've done our picks, we've done that. It's just been It's been a weird morning. It's been a Sunday.
For sure.
It has.
For sure.
I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning.
I was not.
It's been a morning.
I was up till about 12:30 last night, and then this morning I hit the snooze, and I was over with. I thought I hit the snooze. I guess I turned it off, but
That was not a pick. That was not a pick.
Do what?
he's
Okay, it
there.
wasn't. I guess. Okay.
1, 2.
He
Oh, I
he
don't know.
double called it. They called. He didn't have full
Oh,
control. It looked like.
well,
So he went out of bounds. That's what they're saying.
That's exactly what they just said. Oh, it's not over.
wow, that is something.
That was a great pick. Do it again.
That was a. I'll give him. And honestly,
What?
these games are so intense lately.
They have, but it's the sad part. The reason is because teams like Pittsburgh and other teams are letting these teams come back. What did we see yesterday, Brandon, with Illinois? There's no way that game should have been that close.
They just call holding on the defense. No.
There should not be that should not have been that close yesterday.
No, and you know what? To your point, I focused on the Georgia Tech Wake Forest game and the noon game, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Because you like Pee Wee football.
No, it was. I wanted to see how Georgia Tech would come out.
You want to see what 6 inches looks like against 6 inches?
for 4-0 because ultimately every team has a trap game. But man, that game went
Oh
into
my God! How is this a flag?
overtime, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if that Wake Forest quarterback didn't come back in the game, Georgia Tech would have really steamrolled them, but it ended up being a close game.
Brandon, you just need to close your eyes right now.
They just
I'm
called
telling
TJ
you,
Watt
just need to-
offside, and he wasn't even offside. He literally left as the ball was going. They are trying to give these freaking Minnesota Vikings this win. What the hell?
That's why I said close your eyes.
Hit him!
So,
Oh my
Hey,
God!
to our fans, this is what it's like when we go live on TikTok and other platforms. If y'all want
yes, if you are listening to us on here, go to Hot Rod. Go to I'm Saying It Sports. Go to whatever my name is half the
Sportsnet.
time. I don't even know
my name.
anymore.
It's I'ma Say It podcast.
There we go. I can't say anything right. Brandon,
Dude,
do you know how many?
no.
Do what?
that was a vicious sack.
What was it? I have not even watched the game. Oh, now I just seen it.
It takes no grounding.
He's throwing.
Guys, seriously, this is what we do on every night. It
Did you have to walk away, Brandon?
Intentional grounding. Intentional grounding.
it was intentional grounding.
And you don't have any timeouts. 10-second runoff.
But that could have been 2nd and 26 here.
Yeah.
They need a miracle, like at least to the 50.
No, they're gonna get it. So
Not any. No, it's like second and a mile. Ball should be like the 20-yard line. They should have to go 80 yards right now with a 10-second runoff. Because you don't have any timeouts. Oh my goodness, he was way, way beyond that.
wow.
So, guys,
Alrighty.
in ending the show, are y'all going to be more excited for the early games or the late games today?
Come on, dude. You know my Packers are taking on my Packers. You know my Cowboys are
I'm
taking on
talking.
the
I'm
Packers.
not talking about the night game. I said the later
That's
games.
the only
Like,
game that matters today. What do you mean? It's a revenge game. We got. What do you mean? It's the only game that matters.
I'm just gonna. I'm just ready to see them all. I'm not got too much hype on the game tonight because I can't get hyped up about Dallas Light right now. I just got to watch them and go from
I
there.
have a feeling we're gonna pull this one out. I have no reason for it at all. We should get mollywopped.
Yeah,
It shouldn't even be close.
I agree.
But I have a feeling Cowboys are gonna pull this one out today.
I would like to see it. Trust me, but I'm just like I said. It's just
Dak Prescott is gonna look like an All-Pro. Fourth.
it'd be about time that our quarterback look like an All Pro, and not let another quarterback look like one All
It's
Pro.
0 on the clock. Delay a game.
So-
10-second runoff. Oh my goodness! This is Minnesota Vikings. These refs are gonna kill me today.
eight.
You know what's crazy is these people go to school for this.
Well, yeah.
I can't tell. Bums. I really feel like they just went and got somebody off the freaking corner of the road. Said, "Hey, we'll give you this uniform and a shower. Here you go."
Hey, Brandon, it's not just football either. Have you seen the umpires in Major League Baseball?
No, I'm not
Calling
watching any
strikes?
baseball.
Speaking of that, they're supposed to be going to robo umpires.
There's a reason why. It's because they're making so many bad calls.
How do you
Unfortunately,
see that working?
I don't.
no, it's not baseball. I mean, that's really not baseball.
I know, but and ultimately we got a few more minutes. Let's get into this a second. You know, with all the replays and everything we have technology wise, one thing that's hurting the game is the human element not being in.
It's not even that's hurt the human element. It's like when you get like if you go baseball, Angel Hernandez is a perfect example. You know, I know we get the benefit of watching it on TV and he's behind the plate thing, but a lot of his calls were behind the plate were really horrendous. I mean, really horrendous. They have to work their way up to the pros, but you know what? When they're that bad, they should be able to be dropped back to the minors. You know, ball players do it. If they're not succeeding in the majors, teams drop them back to the minors. They need to do it with umps and refs. If you don't know how to call a game, whether it be whatever sport you're in, then one of two things: you need not to be doing it, or you need to go back down to the minors.
I'll take off.
What is
My
that?
NFL week is starting 2-0. I will take
There you
2-0
go.
start. Let's go. All is right
I'm 1-1.
this
So
morning. I don't know what happened, but I took the Seahawks at +1.5. Took the Pittsburgh Steelers at +1.5.
And I'm starting all 1-1. I had the Seahawks winning, and I had the Vikings winning this game.
yeah, so it's been real for sure.
I am a game ahead of Bird, and I am still 3 games behind Chris.
Well, I'm not even looking where I'm at
And
anymore.
you need a miracle.
I know.
No, you're actually only. I mean, you're 5 games behind me.
Yeah, I still need a
8
miracle.
games behind Chris. You need a miracle.
Yeah, exactly. It has been that way this year for me. So
And on the heads up, I'm also 2-0. But I started off rough on that one. I'm 8-9. Heads up. I've not been able to pick well this week, this month.
yeah, I've had a rough trip. It is what it is, though. You know, you can't win them all. You can lose them all, but you can't win them all.
That's right. Well, guys, we
So-
are 8 minutes from kickoff. And to be 100% completely honest with you, I still have some lineups to put in. I've got all my
I'm
morning
right there with you.
slate done, but I still have my afternoon ones to put in today. So I've got to get that done. This
I
episode
agree.
I agree with you.
was brought to you in part by Heaven Sent Hellbent Gear. Get your Heaven Sent Hellbent Gear, hshbgear.com. 15% off, promo code MARRIED. Liquid Nitro Energy, Styles Apparel, and WEnergy.com. Enter promo code MARRIED and you receive your 10% off. Guys, we appreciate y'all for coming in. We will have our normal routine tomorrow. Chris will be here. So Getaway Game Sports will be on with us come Monday. And then we have Coach Bacon on Wednesday. And what a fun week we have for you guys.
It's been a fun time doing this, honestly.
It's been a blast. We have listeners. Thank you all so much. If y'all could do me a favor and continue to hit the like or subscribe, depending on what if you could hit like, follow, or subscribe, depending on what platform you're on, we greatly appreciate it, whether it's on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all the social medias. We're on them all. Thank you all so much for coming out. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.